Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on Car Mechanic Simulator, taking a look at the latest DLC that has just come out, as we have now got some official licensed cars. There are now 2 Mercedes available to do work on in this game. We've got the Mercedes Gullwing and we've got the Mercedes 560. So some interesting cars to be working on, and I'm gonna have a bit of a play of this game. I've forgotten how much fun this game was when I loaded up. After I had all my computer issues, I lost all my save files, so I had to basically start again to get the XP unlocked to be able to work on these 2 new cars. I had a lot of fun. It took me a couple of hours to get to kind of this stage, but I had a lot of fun along the way in just messing about with the repairing of the cars. It's just something relaxing about this game. We shall start with the 560. We have got a lot of things to be doing on this car. Right. It does, as I remember correctly, pretty much become a case of spot the rusty bit on the internet, especially cars like this. It's actually quite nice. Both this and the Gullwing over here. They've got some lovely engine bays to start with, and then there's just the odd bit of, well, I say there's the odd bit, there's a fair bit of shiny parts and then rusty parts on this one. This one is going to take forever to do. We'll start over here. Right, let's have a look. We want to change the oil and change the oil filter, so we're going to stick that up on the lifter. I have got the first thing that I got sort of upgrade wise was to get the tablet. Is always useful to do that. Oh no, wait, that's not the one we want. We want, I think it was this one, the V8 overhead valve. Right, is this going to be one that yes it is. Okay, we can get rid of that there. We can get rid of that there. I kind of got quite efficient at doing, certainly the change the oil, and change the filters is a very, very easy way to quickly gain XP while you're at the low levels, because completing a job gets you 100 XP. So if you do a long, complicated job like this one, while you do get some XP for changing of parts, and I will get a fair amount of XP because of all the parts I need to change, if you can just sort of change oil, you can do it in like 30 seconds and then get another car and keep doing it. It's a very easy way to grind out XP to get up to kind of this sort of a level. Right, so that is the oil drain, the new filter. Right, okay, so basically most of the engine bits are going to be coming out. We need to get rid of, that looks okay. I do love how some components in here are so absurdly rusty, such as this ABS pump is quite ridiculous. Now, how are we going to get all of these bits off in here? Right, first of all, let's get rid of that. We don't need that. And then we'll get rid of all of these parts. Then we can get rid of the water pump. So this bit here is also relatively ruined. I've also got the upgrades for faster disassembly of parts, and I think faster assembly as well and stuff. So yeah, it makes it all that a little bit easier, that bit quicker to go through the jobs. What was the other bits that we needed to be doing? Did we not need to? Oh, we did need to do water pump and apparently the pulley. Now, timing. We need to kind of get behind there, don't we? So we'll get off another one of these belts, and then we can get off the timing cover. So I'm guessing we're going to take this away, and it's going to be just a puddle of bits of broken metal in there. Apparently everything was broken by the sounds of it. Okay, no, well, I mean it's intact. There's no bits that have snapped off as such. Just everything in here is in pretty poor shape. Right, okay, we'll get rid of that. There's actually not too bad going through here. Again, I'm not 100% sure how accurate this is to the engine bay of this car. I can't say I have ever seen it. I assume, again, being licensed stuff, I assume that it is relatively accurate to the engine bay of the Mercedes. Oh, come back down here. There we go. It's so easy being able to just whiz the camera around. It makes removing of parts so much better. Just be able to whiz the camera around. Although, admittedly, the radiator is liking to hide bits. Yeah, you can do this. You can work from whatever angle you want. Much easier than trying to work on proper cars. Okay, we need to get rid of. There's a lot of these in here that we need to be getting rid of. You can get out of there as well. Now, to get off that, we're going to have to be taking off. Did we need to replace that timing chain? Yes, indeed we did. I do like the way that it glows up red, telling you what bits you need to be removing. Makes things relatively nice and simple to find out. Come on now, get all of them bits off. This car's in pretty good nick. I've worked on a lot worse vehicles than this one when it comes to the game. There's certainly some of the old, I can't remember what it's called, the old little car thing. Some of them that are just pure and utter rust buckets, and this one here is it's pretty good. Okay, what are we? Oh, okay, well, the radio can get out of the way, that's fine. Right, so we're gonna get rid of the chain. There's another. I didn't see that one there. Go on, we can get rid of you, and then we should be able to get rid of that, and we should be much better. Now, was that all of the parts that we needed? There's about 1 million timing chain. I don't even know how many bits I pulled off. I pulled off a fair amount of bits. What we shall now go and do is hopefully go and rebuy them all. We need to get rid of the cam gears. They were another thing that need to go. That can go. That can go. Now there is an examine mode. You can have a look at bits and pieces. I tend not to use it. Again, most of the time you can figure stuff out with just a case of look at it. Is it rusty? Can it be? Or if it's sort of, where have we got? I saw on one of the wheels. Is a very easy way of showing. You can have to go back in here. There, for example, you can see that caliper needs replacing because it's rusty as hell. With this timing bits, I haven't really done too much of these changes down here, or the sort of the in-depth engine changes, because the lower level stuff doesn't require you to do it. Right, now becomes the fun and games of trying to buy everything. So we need three cam gears. So we're just going to type in here. We need 3. Or wait, hold on. We need 3. I think I've already taken off 2. Where's the other one? Is there another one? That's yeah. Apparently, I need 3. Okay, sure. I don't remember where the other one came off. Did it? Oh, we might have been. I don't know where it would have. I'm slightly confused now. Okay, well, apparently I'll figure out where I need it when I go to put it back together again. Or we've got bits left over. We need 2 timing chains, one of the Mercedes and one just of a generic V8 one. Okay, we can do that one as well. If you had a better memory than me, it'd be much easier to to go through all of this. We need one of them and we need one of them. And then we need to be getting 5 timing chain sprockets. Awesome. This is probably about the most extensive one that I've had to do yet on any of these cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We've got all of them parts. I've forgotten the rest of it. And then we need a water pump and a water pump pulley. Right, then we can rebuild the engine, and hopefully that will be all right. Water pump, I'm assuming it's that one. There isn't a Mercedes one, and it was using overhead valve parts, so we will go for that. And now we go back to sticking everything back onto the car. We will, stick that on them sides. And it's one of these games, much like Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, that you kind of just have a hard time sort of explaining to somebody why it's as much fun as it is to be kind of playing around with it, because it's just a little bit more relaxed, a little perhaps slower paced than the normal games that I will play. Now, you're not worried about trying to beat lap times. You can take as long as you want. Last night when I was trying to get to the level to use these things, it was a little bit on the frantic side of just trying to get through everything as quickly as I possibly could. But even then, it was quite good fun trying to find the most efficient ways to be doing whatever task it may be that was required of me. So even when you were having to try and be quite efficient, or I say having to be, I was trying to get stuff done as quickly as possible. Even then, it's that was where the other bloody one came from. And then I'll explain why we need the other one here. Okay, makes sense. I know small bits about mechanics. And then we can get all of that lot done. I was expecting it to be like a horrible rusty mess inside there. It actually didn't look that bad. In the end, this is actually going to be quite a nice car once we finish with it. Aside from the colour. I still do not know what possessed somebody to decide that this was a good colour for a Mercedes. Yeah, we'll come and have a look in a second once we're done here. Not that you haven't seen it in glancing as we've gone past. You can have the fan back in there. Oopsie, and we'll get some more of them down up there. I love how little bolts hold how very few number of bolts hold most of the components together. Really quite quick to change stuff. Yeah, the colour wise, green on green. It's I don't even want to know really. I can't imagine they sold very many in I mean, the Gullwing over there is quite nice, but I can't imagine they sold many of these. Right, let's take a look. So we need to redo the oil, but all of the other engine bits are done. ABS pump, I haven't bought one yet, but we know that I've already taken that bit off. What else have we got? So brake caliper, brake disc, and brake disc vented. So we're going to need one of the front discs. The front disc is going to be the vented ones. The rear ones are going to be the standard ones, if you like. That one there looks relatively good nick. Actually, neither of them two look too terrible. I know that this one here's got the caliper. So again, it becomes kind of a guessing game, and me trying to be efficient, we'll try and see, so I don't have to take off every single one of the wheels. This looks like we've got the caliper on this side needs coming off, and that'll be the vented disc that needs removing. Unfortunately, we can't quite see through these wheels. That one's got a little bit of rust perhaps on it. It's more so than that side. So I'm guessing this is the other rear one to be doing. There we go. Was it? I think it was just that caliper and the discs. There we go. Right, let's just have a quick check again because my memory is terrible. Vented, normal, caliper, and pump. Right, so we will search up here. We need a vented one, a normal one, a caliper, and we need the ABS pump. That's the one. This is going to be an expensive one to go through. There is a way to repair parts. I've never quite figured out quite how to use it. You can. One of the skills that you can unlock allows you to have a higher percentage chance of repairing parts. If you can repair the parts rather than buying new ones, it saves you money. However, most of the parts that I've been pulling off on these cars, it just hasn't simply let me repair them. So I'm guessing only certain things are able to be repaired that way, and since most of the bits that I've been doing I haven't been able to repair them, I haven't really seen a point in doing that, which is why you'll see me just buying all the new stuff. You'll make more money than you spend on these repairs, of course. I think we have now just got to lower the car down, and then we will have been done with our first Mercedes. Yes, it's nice to have these cars, especially if it's a car that you know and so on. It'd be a cool thing to have to work around. I can't say that I know this car particularly well and so on, but it's cool to have very cool to have proper licensed cars in here. And voila, we will now just go and top up the, or I was going to say top up the oil. We will go and put in some oil into the car. Do I have to do? Okay, I have to disassemble that, and then we will just pour it. Then I'll go have a quick drive with the car. Of course, the vehicles on here can be driven around. There is a little test track for you to go and play around with. So I will take this car. I don't know what the performance is like on these vehicles. That one there is done, and now we're going to go have fun with a customer's car. This perfectly normal thing that goes on once it's finished. Just don't let anybody see me with it, okay? It's, oh god, it's a colour. It is most definitely a colour. So of course, because we can go and drive these vehicles, they've got a full interior that you drive from. I have to say, the driving physics on this game, a game that's predominantly about, the mechanic side of things, they're pulling the bits apart and so on. This has surprisingly good handling for the other cars. I mean, the interiors, okay, perhaps they're not quite Forza levels of detail. Pretty damn good in here, though. Again, this is for a game that's about kind of, replacing the engine bits and so on. Oh, we got some oversteer. We may have got a little bit of surprise oversteer. Ooh, okay. Yeah, these things are a little bit more powerful than the normal crap that I've been driving around. I may have bumped into a wall ever so slightly. Ooh, yeah, okay. This is a little bit. This does not have a huge amount of grip, this car, compared to the little hatchbacks and so on that I was driving earlier. Okay, it's a little bit of a handful. I may have done, I think, more damage in this test drive than, or it didn't really like the bumpy road than there was in the car when it came into the garage. But shush, we won't tell anybody. Nobody needs to know. I don't know if you crash the car. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do damage to the vehicles for bumping it into the walls and doing silly stuff. Hopefully it doesn't. Of course, you do have all of these Mercedes, or these 2D Mercedes that are can be bought. You can own cars in this game. I've never got far enough to actually get to the stage where I can get a parking garage or whatever to own the vehicles. There's an auction house. Again, I can't go to it because I don't have somewhere to put them. There is an auction house, condition, everything is fine. There's an auction house to go buy the cars, so if you want to own these vehicles, you can modify them how you like. There's a paint shop, so you can get rid of the hideous green colour, and then you can have these lovely pristine condition cars and so on, which is really rather cool. Anyway, that is the first of my Mercedes finished with. All of the stuff is done. We're going to earn $4,000 on all of that. Thank you very much. Goodbye to the Mercedes 560. On to the Gullwing now, saving the best till last. I do love the Gullwing, such a fantastic car. Alright, what have we got? Holy crap, I forgot how much there needed to be doing in this. Okay, so we're probably going to need a new gearbox, or clutch, most likely gearbox. Actually, can we have a look? Shall we have a guessing game of what bits are going to need to be doing on this one? Yeah. Okay, we need a new gearbox. We're going to need a new starter motor. We're going to need... there's a lot of new parts needed. Bloody hell. On this one. I don't think we can see... Okay, there's a caliper that needs going. Yeah, we'll play... And there's another caliper that needs going. We'll play the game of Spot the Rust. Right, let's bring this one down. This is going to be a long... a long one. Yeah, as much as I do like, the shorter missions, especially for quick leveling up, sometimes it's more fun when you've got to pretty much pull the car apart. I'm fairly sure, well, I haven't had to do it with any of the stuff that I've been working on so far. I have had cars in the past, and I have no doubt the higher your XP goes, the more complicated the things get. Pretty sure there will be times where you have to pretty much pull apart everything. I have done that on a few vehicles on this game. I like that we have the engine. I can't remember what they call it now. Having the engine over on the slant. I should know what it is. I can't remember that. I think this is the only car in the game to have that, which is pretty. It's pretty neat. Again, just the little details. Yeah, of course, everything is a little bit simplified in here to make it that. Now that tad bit easier to kind of get around and so on, but yeah, there are still nice little touches to the stuff. Was it timing bollocks again that we needed? Oh no, we needed. Okay, so it's not timing stuff as much. It's a little bit. Okay, by the looks of this is pretty much going to be a pull everything off job. It needs a whole bunch of spark plugs coming out. We needed the camshaft needs coming out. Right, it's nice that we can see exactly which spark... Not sure that that's quite how spark plugs work, but never mind. It makes it much easier for me. So we need to get the... can we get to the... can we get to that down there? Okay, let's get... Alright, let's... I might take the radiator again. It's really nice that you can just go, right, there we go. Radiator's just out of the way. If only real cars worked like that, it would make life so much easier for working on cars. That can come out of there. Now, we needed to get that out. I guess we have to take that off to get this cover off. There we go, right. We can get that off, and then we can get back in here to remove the... okay, we need that sprocket gone, and that's ruined as well. These Mercedes really go through their timing sprockets, it seems. Is that a thing that the Mercedes do? Oh, there's another one. You sneaky bugger hiding up there. Should have spun the camera around. Right, we get rid of the timing chain, and get rid of the cam gear. I don't know if we need any new cam gear or not. We've got to take off all of these, which I forgot about. Come on now, over this way. Glad we've only got to do one bit of this. Yeah, the repairs can get quite complicated as you go through. So yeah, if you want to spend time just faffing about with engines of cars, this is a great game. Was that everything that we needed from there? Oh god, we need to get to one of the pistons. Oh piss. Guessing we're going to have to lift you up, aren't we? Yes, we are. Right. Okay. You're going to have to go up. Damn it! This is one of the more technical of the builds, or the repairs. Let's get under here. Oh, I want to go that end. The camera is something that you will probably fight with. Why are we over there? I clicked on engine Or maybe I clicked on suspension and it got unhappy with me. Perhaps I should probably do that. That might be a good idea, to drain the oil out before taking the oil. Yeah. It'll be much easier to do it that way than have it all make a horrendous mess. Oh, come around there. Okay, we can take that that bolt off through the little pipe thing. Now, can we spot the duff piston? That looks like I found the duff piston. Basically, right. Oh, we're gonna take off all of this. Yeah. Fun times. I'm kind of glad that this is not with a V8. We've only got to worry about a 6-cylinder, or certainly not having bits either side. It's when they've got, if it's all on one side of a V8, that's not too bad, in that you don't have to undo everything. But it's when you've got one piston one side that's going, one on the other side, you've just got to take everything apart. Come on, get rid of that, and then we can get to our dodgy pit again. Like. Everything else is pristine, almost factory new, and then they've got one. Oh, do we not? Do we not undo it from? Okay, I was kind of expecting to undo it from down there, but maybe not. Okay, sure. So now I've got to drop that back down again. Okay, so we're gonna have to take the whole. Oh, we're gonna have to take that. We're literally gonna have to take everything off this bloody car. Oh dear, yeah, okay. I wasn't quite expecting this bigger a job on this car. I should probably have paid a little bit more. Actually, I don't want taking that off, because I probably... no, I will have to take that off when I to get all of the other... camera. Every so often, it does kind of suddenly move itself forward, or spin itself... Oh, that's a lovely exhaust manifold to do. I am liking that. It's, yeah, there are some that are absolute pain in the arse. They're about, I don't know, 15 screws, 16 screws on them. That one there is just bolts. That one there is just 2. Right, get you out there, and then get rid of you. Yeah, we might as well just start from scratch with this bloody engine. You can come off there. Right, okay, so we... Okay, right, that's undone there. I was expecting to have to undo the bits from the bottom, but apparently it just all slides out. Then let me... did that take the whole thing out? We didn't have to... Okay, sure. I think that's everything done from there. Spark plug, starter, throttle, timing chain, pistons done, oil filter I didn't get, but I can get that from underneath fairly quickly. Fuel injector was taken out. Did I do the distributor? I assume I didn't. There we go. I've got little bloody clips. The joys of not having to fight the clips, and they're not pinging off across the workshop where you can't find them anymore. Oh, okay, fine, I can't... Although we are having the joy of not being able to click on it, it's easier than having them get lost and fire themselves around all over the place. It was just the top, or was it the actual distributor? It's just the cap. Right, so, oh god, this is going to be another fairly expensive repair. Right, so we need the... distributor, that's what we needed something in the ignition. I don't know, and my brain is trying to remember. Oh, maybe it was called mechanical something else, wasn't it? Right, distributor cap I6. Yes, we needed that one. I'm going to go through here in order, otherwise I'm going to get confused. Alternator, that was one of the things I was thinking of. Alternator, yes, it was mechanical fuel injection. This one here that we needed. Oil filter for the i6. Oopsie, that's the wrong. But I got an inventory full of broken Mercedes parts at the moment. Oil filter for an i6. Oh, where am I looking? I am completely blind. We need a piston, and they're just the same for every car, and about 3 spark plugs. So it's helpful that these cars share so many bits and pieces between all of them. Like, they all use exactly the same size spark plugs. They all use exactly the same pistons. Again, makes life so much easier when they do that one. We need a starter, that one, and we needed I've completely bloody forgotten now. Throttle, timing chain, and water pump. Water pump pulley. We don't actually need the water pump itself. Throttle, timing, oh crap, was it timing chain? I think it was. And water, the pulley one there. That'll do for those bits. And then we need to get the camshaft as well. One of these ones, yeah. There are some, of course, specialized parts, sorry, for the different vehicles. The amount of times I've gone and bloody bought the wrong gearbox when it's a slightly different one, when I'm just kind of buying them Yeah, when I'm just sort of buying them, trying to do it quickly and so on, and you buy the wrong one, easy to waste quite a bit of money on some bits. I love how the cylinder head goes on. There's just nothing holding. You just got to place it on, and that's it. That is totally how mechanics work. Okay, now that's totally how all of this works. Oh god, and the valve springs. I'm so glad we don't have to faff about with valve springs. They're not a fun thing to to be playing around with. Right, that can go on there. We can get the nice shiny new camshaft in there, and we can stick these on. Yeah, this engine is not held together with that many bolts. I'm kind of glad though. I'm definitely glad that it isn't, because it makes my life much easier with it. I think in this game it strikes a relatively good balance between, you know, having things to do and having, you know, relative detail without getting to the point where you have to spend forever just undoing everything constantly. I think it's a relatively good. Yeah, there are the odd, slightly amusing things with with some of the bits and pieces, but yeah, I think it works. I should probably no, don't put that on there yet. I haven't done the chain around here, have we? Oopsie, come back around here. Oh, we've still got all the brakes to do as well. We'll get that on there. We'll get that in there. And oh, did I might have had a spare one of something lying around, but never mind. Oh, we needed a sprocket. We needed another sprocket anyway. Either way, I don't know if I bought one or not. Oh, that's terrible spelling of. Let's just go for that. I'm assuming we want the i6 one. There doesn't seem to be another, unless I may have just seen what might have been a Mercedes part. Oh no, it's just a generic i6 one assemble mode. That's what. Nope, radiator. I don't want to put the radiator in yet. That can go back on there. I think that's that side. Okay, we'll get the cover back on, but I think that's that side there mostly done with those bits and pieces. And right, that's down there done, I think. With bits, yeah, I'm trying to remember now. Oh, have we had a? Okay, right, we've sorted. I think I might have missed a screw somewhere. I was like, why is it not working? I might have been just blind and not seeing that a screw hadn't been put in. I was going to say, I was sure there's more bits to put on the front of here, but that's because I'm an idiot. Basically, I knew there was a belt to go on there, and we can put the fan back on. Sure, we can stick that in there. All right, rebuilding much easier than taking it apart. The other way around with real cars, but much easier on here. Okay, is that most of the engine bits done? I think we can put the cover now back on. Normally it won't let you put parts on if it knows that you need to put something else back into it. I think, at least certainly with other cars that I have worked with on previous occasions, hasn't let you sort of put stuff on. You kind of have to do stuff in a certain order, so you can't go too sort of far wrong or with stuff on here. It's back on. I've said that now, and I'm sure I'm going to have missed something out, and people are going to be. It's normally the way it goes with stuff like this. So someone's going to be shouting at me that I've done a stupid, quite regular really. With I love how the throttle is held on with more bolts than the exhaust manifold in this car. To be fair, this would probably be about I say the silliest. We're only talking a little bit when it comes to those sort of things. Yeah, this engine has had had the odd slight oddity to it. And spark plugs are back in, and there. Fuel injection system in there. I've got gearbox bollocks to do as well. Oh crap! So no, wait, leave the starter off. The amount of times I've been having a faff with the bloody gearbox because I forgot about the starter. Right, I think that is just about everything. Well, in fact, we can check it. It's just about everything. Oil filter, we're coming back to that later. Repair the engine faults. The camshaft is done. The oil is almost done. The brakes and the gearbox are the next things to do. Right, car, you can go up on the lift now. Right, gearbox. What do we? Oh, we're going to have to take the drive shaft out from here. Gearbox can sometimes be a little bit of help, and there are the odd parts I have come across in cars where it can get a little bit annoying with that. It wants you to access the stuff in a certain way. So, for example, the starter is probably going to say, yeah, I have to access it from the engine bay, despite the fact that it's quite clear you can get to it from down here. It wants you to do it from the engine bay, so you've got to keep lifting the car up and putting it down again, and so on. From time to time, that can get a little bit annoying, but once you've got the hang of the bits that need doing, really, it's no problem. To me, It looks like it is. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have to... The clutch itself seems alright. I think the flywheel is the rusty, horrible bit in all of that. But of course, we're going to have to take off all of this to get to it anyway. Right, so we're going to need a new flywheel and a new gearbox. Let's just make sure that it is the... So it uses the i4 rear-wheel drive gearbox, sure. It doesn't have a specific one for this car. And we'll go back into here, i4 rear-wheel drive, and get the flywheel again. I'm assuming, yeah, there's just a generic flywheel. Oh, okay, this is getting to be an expensive repair. But then again, it's a Gullwing Mercedes. It's worth many monies. So can we? I know what it is. I'm clicking on exhaust. There's just a slight bit where it's exhaust up that part. So that's what I'm having a little issue with. And we'll stick on the clutch. Many things to hold all of this lot together. I really could do with a better mouse. My mouse is currently pissing me off, and that has been it has annoyed me coming back to playing this game, especially when I'm trying to do stuff quickly. My mouse was pissing me off a little bit trying to get it around and do this. Right, we've got a brand shiny new gearbox in the car. Yeah, so yeah, it kind of just has a generic. It wants to really select exhaust down this part, which is okay. Again, of all the cars I've had, this is the only one that I've ever actually had that real issue with. But once you figured out what it is, it's not something that you can't deal with particularly. Right, that the drive shaft is in. I think we are now just down to. Oh, while I'm under here, shall we go get that? Oh crap! I've got to put the bottom bit back in, don't I? Yeah. Let's see. That's assembly mode. I've got to put all of this. All of this. What have we got? What have we got? Not got. What have we not put back in? Ah, yes. There we go. Right. We're going to put these ones here back in again. I took apart a little bit more than I actually needed to. Is that all of them? Oh, we've got more down this way to go. Aha. There we go. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think I may have wasted a little bit of time taking. I was kind of expecting to have to undo bits down here to get the bottom bit, but apparently not. Apparently we have magic pistons, and then we can put that back in. As I said, don't try and refill the engine. What happens if I try? Will it let me try and refill the engine with oil if we don't have the oil pan at the bottom? I don't know. I was looking for the oil filter until I got distracted about the forgetting that we. Oh, that's in assemble mode. I was going to say, why can't I do anything with that? It's because, yeah, we're in assemble mode. That's on there. We just need to fill it with oil, and then that lot's done, and then we're on brakes. I think I can spot some rust on this side, although these wheels are a little harder to see through. It's nice having the nice spoked wheels that you can see everything going on inside. Makes my life a lot easier at grabbing parts. How many brake bits were there while I think about it? Oh, I haven't put the starter back in. I will do that when we lower it down. Okay, quite a lot of brake parts then. So that's one. It's probably going to be one on each wheel, no more. If you could just have all of your malfunctions on one part of the car, so I only have to take off one wheel, that would be lovely. Really. Again, we've got bright shiny calipers and absolutely ruined everything else in there. I definitely spot rust on this side. Definitely got a new disc needed over here. And it looks like it's only the disc, though, on this side, so that's okay with that. Amount of times I've taken off brakes on these cars. Again, the brake stuff is another relatively easy, that needs a caliper at least. The brake stuff is a relatively easy, quick way to get XP. Doing a repair such as this one here, this is a long-winded repair. So kind of time XP-wise, this sort of repair, you kind of... For fun, it's great doing the sort of the full pull apart and rebuild, but yeah, if you want to get XP quickly, you want to kind of avoid this sort of stuff if you can. So we need 2 calipers, a disc, a vented disc, and 2 pads. Right, let's see if I can remember all of that lot. We want a vented disc, a disc, we wanted 2 pads and 2 calipers. There we go, right. And then we put everything all back together again. I've got to click on it first before going to put it to the correct mode. It's just something about this game that is well made and it's good fun to play through, and now we have even more cars. There's quite a few DLCs have come out adding vehicles to this game, various different ones. There's a whole tuning sort of a tuning shop now. So the cars that you buy, there's plenty of sort of different body options, and I won't quite say as far as body kits, but there's plenty of different stuff that you can do to the vehicles that you buy when you have the money and the XP and so on to get the garage. And of course now you can own two classic Mercedes. There's quite a lot of muscle cars around as well that you can get, and there's been a few various vehicles added through the DLCs. I highly recommend this game. I think it's fantastic fun. It's a great kind of relaxing game about cars and about mechanicking and so on. Have we not put we haven't put this side on. That would explain why we haven't done all of that. And there we go. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic game. It's currently on sale on Steam. I think it's on sale until the end of the month. This is a £7 around that. I think it's normally 10, 14-ish. Is definitely worth that kind of money. Plenty of fun can be had with this one. I definitely recommend getting it when it's on sale. The Mercedes DLC for these two cars is normally about £5. I think it's just under, about $3.90 or something at the moment. Again, that's on sale, and I would highly recommend this for not very much money. You got two cars to play around with, have some fun with. I think we may be almost done with all of this. We just need and the starter. Don't send it out without the starter, and then we'll go for a quick drive as well. Before we've got to of course test it, make sure that it all works and everything. And there we go. So yeah, I would very much recommend this DLC. It's cool to see some licensed cars. Hopefully, maybe we'll see some more in the future. Right, we are very nearly done with this Gullwing. Let's try and not crash this one around the around the car park. Voila! I think we are now completed with that car. Yeah, everything is done. Let's go and give it a quick test. Crap, I forgot a belt. Good thing you told me. Good thing I did that. Where have we forgot a belt? Don't tell me it's going to be one of these ones. That's the one there. I think that might be the only belt now. An easy way to check if you've got any parts missing. If there's stuff in here in pristine condition, then it's probably something you should have. I'm not sure where I got. I might have bought two of them by accident. Clip A and clip B, was that? That was for there. Okay, I know that one there. Did we? I don't think there was another slot for a timing chain. I think I might have bought an extra one for something, because it doesn't seem to be. Either that or people are going to be shouting at me, saying I've forgotten something and I have to pull the whole engine apart again. Please work. Okay, the fact that I'm driving it says that this works. I guess I just built or bought an extra one without needing to. Right, to the test track to see what trouble we can get up to with the Gullwing. I'll try and not spin this time out. Fingers crossed, eh? We can manage that. Again, we've got pretty cool interior. You can't look around as such in here. How quick can we get the car down this area? Not particularly fast. There's not a huge amount of space. Bit nicer to drive than the other one, although still. Oh no! Careful. I am driving on a keyboard, and it's not the easiest of things to drive with. Kind of quite easy to almost overcorrect and then have a tank slap it all the way down the road. Right, how do we deal with speed bumps? It doesn't really like the end bit, but that's perhaps not too surprising. And handbrake turn to finish. Ta-da! That was the relatively short area to test the car out in. Yeah, I think that drives perhaps a tiny bit better than the other one, or I've just got used to driving on a keyboard once more. It's cool that the game gives you the option to go and test out the vehicles, but that will be it. We will get back into the garage. We will finish. Everything is good condition. It's actually now a very nice conditioned Mercedes 300 SL. It's got some look at that lovely shiny engine and shiny just about everything on this car. Yeah, we will finish that one off. That will have got me, hopefully, a crap ton of money because of all the work they did on that. $7,000 for all of that work. Job's done, and there we go. That is the two new Mercedes for Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Yeah, really rather good fun to be back playing some of this game. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.